this is where they had the terrible fire a couple of years ago. So now they've got ferocious speed rules in here, and there's 1 million speed cameras. So I'll put it into automatic and relax.
Should be able to see Mont Blanc behind you, Hammer.
That's Mont Blanc, is it?
Yeah. Don't know where Jeremy is in relation to that, man.
You can't just put your foot down in this thing whenever the mood takes you. Unlike any other car, you've got to prepare for it. You've got to think, is there another car within a mile of me? Is the road smooth? Is it straight? Only if you get a yes to all those can you really give it the beans. Take it through Switzerland, see what they make of it. Nein, it is too noisy! Get it out! Get it out!
While Jeremy was thundering over the Alps, James was making my life a misery again.
James, why can I see the med?
Because we couldn't go over the mountains, mate. I didn't tell you this. We had to route down towards Nice and go along the coast a bit, and then we'll head up
I'm
towards
sorry,
home.
the ones in the aeroplane in this race, can't go over the mountains.
No, mate. Sorry.
So, Jeremy's car can go higher than your aeroplane, as well as faster.
This was a major blow because while Jeremy had already cleared the Mont Blanc tunnel and was steaming towards Switzerland, we were heading southwest over the French Riviera, and whichever way you cut it, that's the wrong way.
Yep, car-friendly Switzerland, and sure enough, they'd sent a welcome party. Come on! Hammond!
How are you doing?
I'm fine, how are you?
We're going the wrong way. We're heading southwest. Towards Nice right now.
You're heading toward Nice?
We have to go around everything. Apparently there's a big tree that could be a bit tricky for us. And,
But no, stop, Richard! Did you say you were heading for Nice?
Just don't laugh. Is your car sounding like it might break down in the next 10 minutes?
No. You've no idea, mate.
Oh.
It's phenomenal! It goes like a... So, an update on the race for you. I'm winning by miles.
James, I've got no fork.
Yeah, it's not allowed on the flight.
Well, it's just as well, because if I had any cutlery right now, it'd be sticking out of your neck.
The slow Swiss A-roads gave me time to reflect on the Veyron's difficult birth. You know, when the boss of Volkswagen turned around one day and said, look, we have bought Bugatti, let's build a car that has 1,000 horsepower and does 400 kilometers an hour, a lot of people said he was mad. They were faced with a Herculean task, and what they've created is something spectacular. You can't really think of it as a car. You've got to think of it in terms of Concorde or the Saturn V rocket or the SS Great Britain. It's a huge, giant leap forward. It is an engineering hammer blow. Certainly, the Bugatti is more of an engineering triumph than James's plane.
We've got no bloody forks.
Stop whinging about the ready in-flight food, man. And don't jig about, because we're climbing, we're struggling.
I am not jigging. How rubbish is this thing if I can't even lift a chocolate bar to my face without it crashing into a mountain?
Even though there are these huge cooling ducts here and the engine has no cover at all, that thing has 10 radiators. 3 to cool the engine itself, 3 for the intercoolers, 1 to do the axle oil, 1 to do the engine oil, and 1 to cool the hydraulic fluid used to raise that rear spoiler. It's got more radiators than my house.
With Jeremy storming through France, James was preparing yet another lump of disappointment.
Hammond, we have to stop for fuel.
But why didn't you put more in?
Well, I filled it up. That's as much as it takes.
So we've got to pull over for petrol?
Are you familiar with the basic principles of flight?
No.
One of the problems we have, because the aeroplane is heavily loaded, is that we need essentially more lift, so we have to fly with the wings at a slightly higher angle of attack. So obviously one of the...
With those two looking for fuel, I was busy using mine up. That isn't so much a throttle that my right foot's on, it's a hyperspace button. World's going backwards! Now we're moving, this is fast. We're coming at you. Things were looking peachy for the car. I was storming toward Dijon while the Wright brothers were being refueled in Saint-Étienne, 150 miles behind, which wasn't pleasing James.
How do we say, stop being such a trade unionist and get on with it?
One day those guys are going to find a means of transport that's better than a car, but I don't think today is that day.